like that.
Okay. Do you pray to God?
God in what sense?
In what sense do you see God? Is there a God?
There is, let's say, the theistic religions, their fundamental sort of faith is creator, God,
Right.
as a creator. Then non-theistic religion, that's, you see, one ancient Indian religion, the Sanskrit word, the Sankhya philosophy, then Jain philosophy, then Buddhist philosophy. These three, no concept of God, creator. Of course, Buddha, as a Buddhist, we consider Buddha as a teacher.
Teacher, not a God.
Not God, not creator. So, some kind of the concept of self-creation there. The Buddha stated, you are your own master. So everything depends on yourself.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yes, I believe.
So you
reincarnation or rebirth. Rebirth we believe. According to many Indian tradition, you see, we have the concept of rebirth.
So you lived before?
Oh yes. You see, according to theistic religion, this very life created by God. That also a very powerful concept. So that concept, you see, bring some kind of feeling of intimacy with God. So then, what is God? I think one aspect of definition of God is infinite love. So we actually created by that kind of infinite love. So that brings some kind of conviction. I have seed of compassion. So that's very, very powerful.
Do you hope to meet Pope Francis?
Oh yes, of course.
What do you think of him?
Oh, nice, very nice. I think very practical.
All right, the Global Compassion Summit. Are you doing this all over, or is it only here?
Different occasion, different place.
You think most people are naturally compassionate?
Yes, I believe
You
that.
do. You have faith in that.
Now some scientists also say that through their investigation. They believe, they concluded basic human nature is more compassionate.
And you feel compassion to those who've harmed you?
Oh yes, of course. That's the compassion which we are talking is unbiased compassion. Usually also even animal, some kind of closeness feeling towards your own relatives, your own friend, that's biased compassion. That kind of compassion cannot extend towards your enemy because that compassion, you see, very much oriented about others' attitude. So genuine compassion through training, that is irrespective what others' attitude, but still as a human being or as a sentient being, they deserve our compassion.
The last time I talked to you was in February of last year. You came out in support of marriage equality. The Supreme Court has now said same-sex marriage is okay. You have no question about that, do you?
No question. Of course, those believers, then I think according to their own religious tradition, I think should follow that. But then ordinary people, you see, and those people who not much serious about their religious tradition, then okay.
We have some social media questions. From Twitter, Lotus Flower wants to know, how many wristwatches do you own? Also, do you feel we should live our lives on a schedule with time?
Yes, this particular watch, I think in early 60, my translator, actually appointed by government of India, one Sikimis, you see.
Gave you that watch?
This watch, I exchanged. You see, I got one gold sort of what's the what called
Gold bracelet.
Something. I never wear that kind of watch. So then this watch, old, but day and date. So I exchanged with him.
So you follow time. All right, Annie Smith on Facebook would love to know if the Dalai Lama has ever been in love, and how do you live without love without a partner? Have you ever been in love with a woman?
Yes, sometimes this is when I see one beautiful women, then feel, oh, beautiful, but never felt, you see, some kind of actual work.
Physical love. You never felt that.
Even, you see, in my dream, as a monk, as a celibate.
Celibate.
You see?
You've been celibate all your life.
Yes. When in my dream, you see, about quarrel or about, you see, meeting some beautiful sort of women like that, then immediately I remember I'm monk. So in my mind, monkhood is the dearest. In my dream, I never felt I'm Dalai Lama, but I often used to felt I'm monk. So I really proud, and especially so those people who always talk about sex, and also marry, divorce, again marry, divorce.
You got a point. All right, don't rub it in. Do you think you've missed something though?
No, nothing.
No?
Nothing.
Scott Stenheim on Twitter, after 2,000 years of civilization, haven't we learned that humans can't be trusted with the power of religion? That humans have failed?
Please,
Don't you think that human beings have failed? Mark Twain thought that we failed. Billy Graham says we failed. We've taught humanity, the religions of the world teach us humanity,
okay.
But we haven't lived that. We've had war.
I think religion, all major religion, including Buddhism, over 2,000 years, I think immense help to humanity, but not adequate, particularly now today.
So help, but not enough.
Out of 7 billion, over 1 billion non-believer. And then more important, among the believers, there are corrupted believers there. So this clearly shows religious teaching not adequate. So now we have to find another way to educate people the importance of these inner value, not relying on religion, but more secular way. That I fully committed.
Jenny Merkel on Facebook, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, who would it be?
Who not emphasize importance of formality, is showing as a human being, then I love that. You see, too much formality, I don't like.
Wouldn't you like to have dinner with Christ?
Christ, one time, some sort of questioner asked me, if you have opportunity meeting with Jesus Christ, and what question you ask him. Then I felt I would like to ask, what is God? His Father, or Holy Spirit. I would like to know more.
Me too. And Freddie Gonzalez on Facebook, do you believe that Earth is the only planet in space that has life?
No. Of course, many, Buddhist sort of literature mentioned countless worlds, countless sort of, galaxies. So then, I think if we use our common sense, then out of sort of countless sort of galaxies and the planet, only this planet have, you see, human being. I think difficult to say.
I agree. What do you think, as you look back on your life, what's your greatest accomplishment? What are you proudest of?
I don't know, difficult to say. Sometimes I feel, you see, since now I think over 30 years, I have serious discussion with scientists. And usually I call Buddhist science, a dialogue between Buddhist science and modern science. I think nobody initiated that. I think one of my sort of what's the achievement.
You opened up the dialogue.
Then another thing, in Tibetan case, is a nunnery. Is in recent centuries, I think at least a few centuries, is a no sort of the tradition carry rigorous study. That after we come to reach India, I think in 60s and early 70s, then I decided, I urged all nunnery, should start rigorous study. Now after 20, 30 years, some nuns already become top scholar. That also, I feel, my achievement.
Do you fear death?
No, it is part of nature, part of our life. Sooner or later, you come. Actually, in my daily practice, is visualization, the death process. Suppose some preparation when actual death come. But actual death come, whether I can success this practice or not, I don't know.
I don't know that. Thank you, Your Holiness. Always an honor to be with you.
Thank you.
My guest, His Holiness, a wonderful man, a great guest, the Dalai Lama.